Hi and welcome. Today I want to take you behind the scenes and share how I manage my finances as a young professional. This is not theory, it's what I actually do each month to stay on top of my money, avoid stress, and build towards financial goals, even on a modest income. If you are just starting out in your career or want to manage your finances or organize your finances better, I hope this gives you a practical place to start. Now let's get into it. I start every month with a budget. Before my salary comes in, I already have a plan for what the money is going to do. I list my expected income for the month and I list my expected expenses for the month. I also make space for fun things like outing, entertainment, data, and a little treat here and there. This way, I don't feel guilty when I spend on enjoyment because I already planned for it. Now, here is a tip. I don't wait for extra money to budget. I start with what I know I will have. The second thing I do is I follow my own simple money formula. Over time, I created a percentage-based system that works for me. Now, here is how I divide my monthly income. 50% goes to bills and basic needs. 10% goes to education and personal development. 20% for investments and savings. 10% goes for entertainment and lifestyle. And then 10% goes for tithe. That is, I give 10% of all I earn to my church. This method helps me stay balanced. I'm not just surviving. I'm investing in my growth, my future, and my values. You can adjust your own percentages, but the goal is to make your money reflect what matters to you. The third thing I do is I track my spending regularly. So in the course of the month, about every 3 days, I go back to my Excel sheet to check how it's going, how I'm spending, if I'm following the plan that I have drawn, if I'm following the budgets that I have put together, and if I have slipped along the line, I put things back in track. So if I've overspent in one category, I make do from another category. So I have to sacrifice something from a different category to make up for this category. So for example, if I overspent on my food, then I have to take some money from entertainment to make up for food. And then I learn the lesson and try to do better the following month. So the tip here is don't wait till the month ends to check your account. A fourth strategy I use is that I save for things I know that are coming. So instead of being caught off guard by school fees, medical bills, or birthday gifts, I try to plan for them ahead. If I know my rent is due in 3 months, I divide the amount into 3 and set aside 1/3 of it every month so that by the end of the 3rd month, I will have what I need to pay for my rent. Now, this keeps me from panicking or borrowing when the time comes for me to meet this obligation. Now, even if you can't cover the whole cost in advance, start something small. It is better than waiting for a miracle to happen when the time is due. The fifth thing I do, which is so important to me, is that I keep learning about money. I don't have it all figured out, but I know that I can learn from other people who are doing well with managing their money, and I can also learn from research that is ongoing and giving us information about efficient ways of managing money. I read books, I follow finance creators, I watch videos like the one you are watching now, I ask questions, and I take notes when I hear something that is very helpful. Even just understanding how interest works or how to avoid scams can save you a lot of money and regrets. So let's recap. Here is a quick summary of how I manage my finances. I start with a monthly budget, then I divide my income using my own money formula. The third thing I do is I track my spending regularly. And the fourth thing is I plan ahead for big expenses. And the fifth thing is I keep learning about money. Now, if this video gave you something to think about or helped you feel more confident about your own financial journey, please give it a like. Subscribe for more videos like this, simple, honest tips to help you grow. And comment below what's one financial habit you already do or one you want to start. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.